This training, we're going to break down chart widgets inside of SmartSuite. We got a lot of options here, so if that's of interest, stick around and let's get into it. Displaying your data in a chart in SmartSuite is a really powerful way to visualize your information that lives in your different applications and solutions. So let's go ahead and hop on into my screen here and take a look at some of the different chart widget options. So we're going to go ahead and here we are inside of a dashboard already with two metric widgets. We're going to add a new widget and we're going to scroll down to the charts. So we've got a few different options here. Let's take them down one at a time. I've got a bar chart, which allows me to compare groups of data or track changes over time. Similar to that is the column chart. This allows us to visually compare categories of data with a column chart. So the big key difference here is going to be in the horizontal versus the vertical columns. Now we move on to the donut chart. We can visualize the distribution of our data with a donut chart. So it's going to show us how much of something we have compared to other things. Then we are in the line chart, so we can track trends and changes in data over time. And lastly, a pie chart, similar to the donut chart, but we can visualize proportional information with a pie chart. So let's go ahead and just play around with a couple of these. I'll install a line chart here and take a look at how it can work. So here we have the type of chart we're working with. By default, the line chart goes to line chart, but I can also move it to a stacked area, area chart, 100% stacked column. And you'll also notice that if I make a mistake, can always switch this to a donut or pie as well. Once you have the chart type that you like, make sure you're pointed at the right solution and the right application. So we have to look at a specific solution and a particular app inside that solution, and then we're going to perform some sort of analysis on the information that lives there. So maybe we're looking at our features and we want to look at the effort. And because effort is a non-numeric value, we can only look at the count here, and we see that nothing really is showing up here quite yet. But we haven't selected a field to group by, so maybe we want to group by impact, for example. As soon as we do that, we get a graph of some data in the background. We can also choose to include a chart total if we'd like. We can include a benchmark line, so maybe we have a certain number that we target. So maybe we're targeting 4, for example, so I might bring in target here. And I'll just say the number of 4. As soon as I bring that in, we have now the word target with this line drawn across, so we can see where we hit and where we missed on that particular goal. And we can go ahead and add the widget. So that's it. That's putting together that nice little line chart. But let's go a layer deeper and take a look at the donut chart as well, just to explore the options there. So here we are, similar layout where we select the chart type. We again have to pick the solution that we want to look at as well as the application. And then what are we evaluating? What values are we looking at? Maybe we'll look at effort again here. And again, we're going to look at a count. So we see that half of the records in our product management solution, in our features application, half of them have an effort of high. And when we hover over, we see the quantity of 4. And then similarly, 2 of them are 25% an effort of low, and 2 or 25% an effort of medium. So we can also choose to group this if we would so like. So we might look at impact here as well, and we get further grouped by that impact. I'll go ahead and remove that for this. We could also include a chart total if we so choose, and then go ahead and add the widget. Once we've added it, we can then resize the widget if we would like, move it around, place it somewhere else on our dashboard so that we see what we need to see when we need to see it. And of course, as is true with most charts, we can go ahead and click into this and it will actually expand the information that it's looking at and open it up and tell us more about that particular thing. So here I've clicked on my 4 records that are in the high area. If I click on my 2 records in the low, we'll see those 2 records here. Don't confuse the confidence right here, which is high and medium, with the thing that we actually grouped this particular chart by, because this chart, if you recall, is looking at effort. So be sure that you're looking at the right thing inside of your applications, but the charts are going to really help you visualize that data so that you have a good understanding of what's going on with the underlying data that makes up your application. I know we went fast here. There's a lot to unpack, so I encourage you to explore the charts on your own as well, and I'll see you in the next training. If you have any questions about what we covered in this training, please ask them below in the comments section of this video. And until then, we'll see you in the next training.